Before Rome ruled the world, it was nothing more than hills, mud, and myth. Rewind 2,800 years. 7 low hills above a swampy river, a handful of shepherds, mud huts, goats grazing where emperors will one day be crowned. No marble, no legions, no empire. Just hills, a river, and a quiet bend of the Tiber that will one day rule the known world. What happened in between? Wolves and twins. Kings and tyrants. Senators and slaves. Crossings and crucifixions. Conquest. Glory. Betrayal. The year is 753 BC. According to legend, 2 infant brothers are pulled from the river Tiber by a she-wolf. Their names are Romulus and Remus. Sons of Mars, the god of war, and a princess whose uncle had ordered them drowned to protect his stolen throne. The wolf finds them washed ashore. She nurses them. She keeps them alive. A shepherd discovers the boys and raises them as his own. They grow into warriors. As young men, they overthrow their great uncle and decide to build a new city.
Behold the 7 hills, Romulus.
Yes, Remus. This is where our city will rise.
A city to rival the gods.
Rome, it will be eternal.
But brothers can rarely agree on anything, especially power.
And I do it again! Then face me now, with pleasure, brother!
Romulus wants the Palatine Hill. Remus prefers the Aventine. They quarrel.
Ha! Too slow, brother.
Then Remus mocks his brother by leaping over the half-built
Catch me
walls.
if you can! This isn't over!
Romulus kills him. The first stones of the city are laid in his brother's blood. Romulus names the new settlement after himself, Rome. That's the legend. The truth is messier. Archaeologists have found evidence of small Iron Age villages on these hills as early as 1000 BC. By the 8th century BC, those villages were merging into something larger. Surrounded by the Etruscans to the north, Greek colonies to the south, and Latin tribes all around, the early Romans had to fight for every inch of survival. For 2.5 centuries, Rome is ruled by kings, 7 of them. Some wise lawgivers, others brutal tyrants. The 7th and final king, Tarquin the Proud, is the worst of all. In 509 BC, Tarquin's son commits an unforgivable crime against a noblewoman named Lucretia. She takes her own life rather than live with the shame. The city rises in fury. The royal family is driven out, never to return.
Never return!
Rome will never accept a king again. Ever. The very word becomes a warning. In place of the king, the Romans invent something new: a republic.
Senators of Rome, we gather to affirm the Republic's strength. Indeed, let wisdom guide our deliberation for the people's prosperity. United, we shall overcome any challenge to our eternal city.
For the next 500 years, it will define how Rome conquers the world. But the Republic is divided from the start. In 494 BC, the entire plebeian class walks out of the city, refusing to fight until their grievances are heard. They get what they want.
For the people, we stand
Tribunes
victorious.
are appointed.
This is the people's victory. Together, we claim our rights.
Laws are written down for the first time, carved into bronze tablets in the Forum, so no magistrate can twist them in secret. Century by century, the plebeians push their way into power. This struggle between the few and the many is the engine that drives Rome forward. By 350 BC, Rome dominates central Italy. But to the south, fierce hill tribes called the Samnites stand in the way. 3 brutal wars last over 50 years. In 321 BC, an entire Roman army is trapped at the Caudine Forks. Forced to surrender, Roman soldiers walk beneath a wooden yoke, a public humiliation designed to break Roman pride. It does not break them. It only makes them more determined. By 290 BC, the Samnites are crushed. Then comes King Pyrrhus of Epirus. War elephants, professional soldiers, a brilliant commander from across the Adriatic. He defeats Rome twice, but each victory costs him dearly. One more such victory, and I shall be ruined. A Pyrrhic victory, a win that costs more than it is worth. By 272 BC, Pyrrhus withdraws. Southern Italy belongs to Rome. For the first time, the peninsula is unified. But Rome is no longer alone. Across the sea, on the coast of North Africa, lies an empire older, richer, and more powerful: Carthage. The First Punic War begins in 264 BC. Rome has almost no navy, so they build one from scratch. They copy captured enemy ships. They lose fleets to storms. They build them again and again. By 241 BC, Carthage surrenders Sicily, Rome's first overseas province.
In the name of Carthage, we sign.
Rome accepts the terms of surrender.
It is done.
Then comes Hannibal, a young Carthaginian general who does the impossible. He marches nearly 50,000 men across Spain, across Gaul, and over the snow-covered Alps with war elephants. Half his army dies. Most elephants perish.
Like this, keep trying! Stay with me, old friend!
But Hannibal arrives.
Behold! The plains of Italia lie before us! Hannibal! Victory!
For 16 years, Hannibal ravages Italy. At Lake Trasimene, 15,000 Romans are slaughtered. At Cannae, 50,000 die in a single afternoon. One of history's bloodiest defeats. And yet, Rome does not surrender.
The legions call! Step forward and beyond!
The Senate refuses peace. New armies are raised. New generals emerge. Among them, Scipio.
The lines converge here.
He studies Hannibal, learns from him, then takes the war to Africa itself.
To the shore! Roma invicta, Scipio! Press on! Carthage will fall!
At Zama, in 202 BC, Scipio defeats Hannibal on his own soil. Carthage falls to its knees. Half a century later, Rome returns. Carthage is besieged, stormed, burned to the ground. Its people sold into slavery. Its power erased forever. Rome's greatest rival is gone. The Mediterranean is now a Roman lake. Mare Nostrum, our sea. Conquest has made Rome rich, catastrophically rich. In 73 BC, a Thracian gladiator named Spartacus escapes a training school in Capua. He is not alone. 70 companions flee with him. They take refuge on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. Within months, thousands join him, escaped slaves, the desperate, the forgotten. His army grows to over 70,000. For 2 years, Spartacus humiliates Rome.
Shields up! Break them! Push forward! Retreat! We are overrun!
He defeats consuls. He marches the length of Italy. He becomes every senator's nightmare. But in 71 BC, Marcus Crassus crushes the revolt.
Legionaries of Rome, you stand as iron before the world. Follow, and empires will crumble at our feet.
Spartacus dies in battle. "6,000 followers are crucified along the Appian Way, a brutal warning from Rome. Generals command armies loyal to themselves.
Legionaries, the Senate watches, swear your loyalty to me! Hail, General, we are yours! Good. Together we march to victory! Roma invicta!
Politicians buy power with bread and games.
Let none go hungry! This is my promise! For the games, thank you! Together we are Rome!
Then comes Julius Caesar. Born in 100 BC,
my sweet baby.
noble but not extraordinary.
Yes, my love. Shh, rest now.
Senators,
Brilliant,
hear me.
charming,
Rome's future is at stake.
ferociously
I offer you
ambitious,
strength, unity, and
and
prosperity.
deeply in debt.
Join me, and we will make Rome great again.
He rises
Betrayal lurks in every
rapidly,
shadow.
forms
Then we strike
alliances,
first to our
becomes
alliance to
consul.
victory.
The empire fractures. We must act. The Senate is blind. Our alliance is Rome's salvation. Agreed. The legions will follow our command. Then it is sealed.
Then marches into Gaul. For 9 years, he conquers it entirely. 1 million die. Another 1 million are enslaved. Caesar becomes the
What news
most
from the
powerful
legions?
man
Hail,
in
Caesar.
Rome.
The tribes are subdued. Their gold and tributes fill the coffers. Excellent. Rome's power grows. Secure the scrolls and prepare the advance.
The Senate
Let me
panics.
see it.
They order him home
This
without his
changes
army
everything. We march
to
at dawn.
face prosecution.
Caesar, a message from Rome. Give it to me. It bears the Senate seal. Pompey marches, we cannot delay.
January 10th, 49 BC. Caesar reaches the Rubicon, a small river, a monumental choice. He pauses, then gives the order.
The die is cast.
Civil war engulfs Rome. Pompey falls. Caesar triumphs. And in Egypt, he meets Cleopatra. "21 years old, brilliant, multilingual, dangerous." She enters his chambers hidden in a carpet and changes history. By 45 BC, Caesar has defeated all rivals. He is dictator for life. He reforms
The
Rome
calendar
itself.
must align with the heavens. The leap days are inscribed, Caesar. Good. The Republic's time is reborn.
But
Caesar's
many fear
ambition
he
grows
wants a
unchecked.
crown.
The Ides of March loom near. Trust no one, the walls have ears. The Republic demands action.
And Rome will not have a king. March 15th, 44 BC. The Ides of March. Caesar enters the Senate. Senators surround him. Knives are drawn. He is stabbed again and again. Among them, Brutus, a man he loved like a son. You too, my child? Caesar dies at the foot of Pompey's statue. The conspirators expect to save the Republic. Instead, it dies with him. Caesar's heir is Octavian, a frail teenage boy. His great-nephew, adopted in his will. The conspirators
That boy
dismiss
thinks he
him.
can challenge us?
Mark
He is but a
Antony
pup,
dismisses him.
Indeed. Let him try.
They are
We will
all
crush him.
wrong.
Here, here.
Octavian is colder, smarter, and far more patient than anyone realizes. Over
Senators of
13
Rome,
years,
hear me.
he eliminates
Our republic
every
teeters on
rival.
the edge of chaos. Only through unity and reform can we prevail. Support me, and Rome will rise.
The conspirators are hunted down. Mark Antony
queen,
becomes
the sun
his
sets on our
final
world.
enemy.
Then let it set on us together, my love.
Rome will come for us.
Let them. We will not be parted.
At Actium, 31 BC, Octavian's fleet shatters Antony's. Antony and Cleopatra flee to Egypt.
The fleet burns. Our defeat is sealed.
We must flee, my love, to fight another day.
The world we knew is lost to the flames.
Within a year, both are dead. Cleopatra's dynasty ends. Egypt becomes Rome's prize. And in 27 BC, the Senate grants Octavian a new title, Augustus, the revered one. He is the first Roman emperor. He rules for 41 years. By his death in 14 AD, Rome is no longer a republic. It is an empire. What follows is one of history's greatest golden ages. The Pax Romana, the Roman peace. Roman engineers transform civilization. Stone roads stretching from Scotland to the Sahara, over 50,000 miles. Aqueducts carrying water across impossible distances. Sewers,
baths are crowded
baths,
And the
libraries,
market prices are
theatres,
rising.
apartment blocks 7 stories high, concrete that hardens underwater, technologies centuries ahead of their time. And holding it all together, the Roman legions. "5,000 disciplined soldiers. Builders as much as warriors. They build roads, forts,
Steady now, align the
cities,
edges.
wherever Rome marches. Civilization follows. London, Paris, Vienna, Cologne, all begin as Roman camps. In 43 AD, Rome invades Britain. 4 legions cross the sea. The Britons resist fiercely. Then comes Boudica, queen of the Iceni.
For our land and our freedom we fight!
Her rebellion burns Roman cities to the ground. London itself is consumed. Britain remains Roman for nearly 4 centuries. Hadrian's Wall still stands today, a scar of empire across northern England. In 80 AD, the Colosseum opens. 50,000 seats. "100 days of games. Gladiators. Beasts. spectacle beyond imagination. "2,000 years later, its ruins still dominate Rome. The empire now governs perhaps 70 million souls. For millions across Europe, North Africa, and the Near East, Roman law is life itself.
Citizens of the empire, we are gathered to uphold the law. In this remote city, Roman justice is blind to origin. Let the eagle witness, all are equal under the law.
The high watermark comes in the early 2nd century AD. Under Emperor Trajan, a soldier emperor born in Spain, the first Roman ruler not from Italy,
Hail Trajan! Hail Emperor!
Walk with me, soldiers.
For Rome, for Trajan!
honest, modest, ferociously competent. The Senate adores him. The army worships him. He conquers Dacia, modern Romania.
Fight to the death, no retreat! Break their charge! Victory's near! Hold the line!
After
Push them
years
back!
of brutal warfare, its gold floods Rome's treasury. Victory transforms empire into wealth. To celebrate, Trajan commissions a monumental spiral column, carved with scenes of conquest. It still stands in Rome today. Then he pushes east, into Mesopotamia, toward the Persian Gulf. By 117 AD, Rome reaches its greatest size, from Portugal's Atlantic shores to Iraq's deserts, from Scotland to the Nile. 5 million square kilometers, 70 million people. The largest empire Rome will ever command. Aelius Aristides calls it the common town of the world. Citizens from Britain, Egypt, Syria, and Spain all consider themselves Roman. Trade flows freely. Letters cross continents. Rome appears eternal.
The spices alone are a wonder.
But no empire remains eternal. Trajan dies in 117 AD. His successor, Hadrian, changes course. No more reckless expansion. No more endless conquest. He builds walls, not empires. Rome has stopped growing for another 60 years. Hadrian, Antoninus Pius, Marcus Aurelius hold the line. Marcus writes his Meditations on the frozen Danube frontier.
What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee. Our life is what our thoughts make it.
While plague spreads and barbarian pressure rises. Then in 180 AD, Marcus Aurelius dies, and power passes to Commodus.
My son, the empire is yours.
Father, I accept this burden.
Rule with wisdom. Rome endures.
I will not fail you.
A son more fascinated by spectacle than statecraft, more gladiator than emperor. It is here everything begins to turn. For nearly 1,000 years, Rome had risen from mud huts to marble, from myth to empire. Wolves and twins. Kings driven into exile. A republic of senators and citizens.
Indeed, let us restore the most and honor our ancestors.
Hannibal
A
at the
formidable
gates.
sight. We shall prevail.
Caesar crossing the Rubicon. Augustus founding an empire. And now, the long, slow descent begins. Barbarians gather at the borders. Legions stretch thin.
Too few for this wall. The mist hides more than the enemy.
The treasury bleeds.
The coffers are nearly barren. The legions will not be paid. Taxes are in arrears. We are ruined. The emperor must know.
Civil wars loom. The empire will split, and the western half will fall. But Rome will not die. It will transform. Into a Christian empire, into a holy empire, into the foundation of Europe itself, into an idea that will outlive stone. That is the continuing story in part 2. For now, remember this. Every road built, every wall raised, every law written, every legion marched, everything Rome became, began here. With twins beside a river. With 7 hills. With the unbreakable belief that discipline and stone could reshape the world. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and join us for part 2, where we follow Rome's fall and its miraculous survival. As always, we'll see you in the past.